I'm Amy. And I'm Whitney, and this is Midlife.
It is. And you're anything but mid.
You are. Have you got a mid moment? Well, yes.
Yes.
I'm doing this series about maxing your life out with Arthur Brooks. Arthur Brooks, the scientist.
Head in the game, Whitney.
Yes, I got to get
Head
in
in
here.
the game.
I'm having a mid moment right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so I'm trying to put into practice, and I'm going to talk about it on my next episode.
Okay.
How to put everything into practice, and so I've been trying to do that. And for example, one of the things is when you get up in the morning, and we know this, when you get up in the morning, don't get on your phone. You know, take a minute, 30 minutes to sit, to kind of evaluate your day, think about what you want for the day.
Yeah.
Take a moment to take in
Gratitude, all that kind of stuff.
all of those things.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I'm going to start doing this. So this morning I get up, and instead of immediately getting on my phone, I'm like, I'm going to jump in the shower, and just like, that's going to be my quiet time or whatever.
Nice.
I needed to shower anyway.
Oh, it's good for your energy.
So I was like, okay, great. So
like
I get in there, and all these like great ideas are flowing through me while I'm in the shower.
What?
And I remember hearing once, like, right before you fall asleep and right when you wake up are kind of your most creative moments.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, this is awesome. And yeah, this and this and this. And then I got out of the shower and I forgot all of it.
Shit.
And so for the rest of the day, I've been thinking, what were those great ideas? What? I can't remember.
Shit.
I know. I'm going to have to have a notebook next to my
Waterproof notebook? Is that a thing?
No.
Maybe you need to invent one.
If I had Alexa or something in the room, I could have been like, Alexa, remind me of
God,
this.
don't do that.
But you know what? I could do it with my phone.
Yes, you could.
do Siri.
Hey, Siri, take
Yeah.
these notes,
Yeah.
write this down.
But isn't
whole
that
thing.
funny? Like, I got in the shower and literally just some great ideas were coming to me.
What-
and
like
just
what
things.
kind of ideas, or do you
I
not
could
have any
kind of
idea?
Well, some of them were involved in our podcast. Like, I was like, I should do this, or I should talk about this next. And then also some of it was about my friends, because, you know, another thing that Arthur Brooks talks about is creating deep relationships and having, you know, real meaningful friendships. And that means actually contacting them, not just texting or DMing them.
It does.
And so I was having thoughts of like, oh, I should do.
Oh, wait, texting doesn't count?
Not really. It's kind of shallow. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
it
depends.
counts for something.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you texting and then waiting for the answer, or are you just going, hey, how you doing? And then you put it down and you don't look at the response for an hour?
Depends. It depends. It
A
varies.
phone call
It
is
varies.
better, but, you know, maybe you're texting.
A phone call is better. You're
Yeah.
totally right. It really is.
But it just depends, I guess, on the moment. But anyway, so I was having some thoughts about, oh, I could reach out to this person, or I think I was thinking about sending flowers to somebody.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
Maybe
if
we
I
should
can
all
remember.
send surprise flowers to people.
Wouldn't you love to get surprise flowers?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I
Me
love
too.
getting flowers.
I love to get flowers as well.
Okay, send us
All
flowers.
right.
Yeah. So my mid moment, well, it's good.
a
I've
good-
become a great aunt. I have become a great
Oh.
aunt. So
Congratulations.
thank you. I've been an aunt for many years, and now I am a great aunt. My niece had a baby.
Yes.
And my sister is a grandmother.
Yes,
and
that's crazy.
it's so I don't know if you have great aunts.
I am a great aunt.
You are a great aunt.
And then I had great aunts, but I didn't really know them, so they weren't that great.
I had two that I knew.
Okay.
And one was named Edna, and one was named Irene.
They do sound very great auntish.
That's the thing. It sounds so
Old.
fucking old to me. And
But your name's not Edna.
they were very old.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, Edna was always like hurt. She wasn't nice, really.
Okay, but was she really old? Like, or do you just perceive her as old, but she was like 55?
I think she was really old. I think
Okay.
she was really old.
Okay.
And then she was always breaking something. And I have a picture of her somewhere. It's a Polaroid. And I don't know how I ended up with this Polaroid, but she looks like she's in a body cast. Like she looks like she's
Oh
in
my
full.
goodness.
I know. And I remember her like breaking things. Like,
Yeah.
And that's what I think of when I think of great aunt. My other great aunt, she was awesome. And Irene, but Irene was a lifelong smoker and never did shit to her face.
Oh,
And
right.
she was just a wrinkle.
disaster.
Like she was just very, very wrinkly. So she was cool. She had a raspy voice and wrinkly face.
Yeah.
So I think of her as a very old too. Like they
Yeah.
seemed like old. And so my knowledge and my thoughts about my concept of a great aunt is old. And the fact that I'm a great aunt, and I don't know if I told you this when my sister told me my niece was pregnant and everything, she was like, you'll be a great aunt. And I go, no. A great aunt is like the grandmother's sister.
Right.
That was her grandmother's
And you're
sister.
like,
She goes, yeah, that's you. And I was like,
how old is your niece?
they're 29 maybe?
Yeah.
29.
I mean, that seems about right.
Yeah.
But it is weird. I was a great aunt very young because my nephew had a baby when he was 20. So it doesn't really stick with me. I kind of think of it as great. You're a great aunt.
Let's call it that.
Yeah. And then all of those kids call me the same thing. Like I'm everyone's aunt.
What do they call you?
Aunt Wee.
Aunt Wee? That's cute.
Aunt Wee.
Aunt Wee.
Yeah.
Could someone not say Whitney along the way? And they
No,
said
I
Wee?
actually chose that for myself. I actually came up with that myself.
Okay, cool. That's cute.
But at the time I was thinking wee, but now it's wee. Like, people, they make jokes about it, but whatever. It's fine. I think
cute.
it's cute. Aunt Wee.
That's cute. I'm Aunt Mimi. Because Amy, Mimi.
Yeah, so that's what this kid will call you too.
Yes. That's what Samantha calls me. So
okay,
it's just a mid moment. All right. It's good. A lot of these mid moments are good and bad. You know what I mean? Like they're
it's just part of, you're just like, oh, I'm in this midlife.
That's right.
It's time for that. You're like, wait. That's sometimes when I'll read something that goes, oh, this house was built in 1999. And I'm like, well, that's not. And then I'm like, oh, shit, it's 2026.
Nearly 30 years old.
That's what's happening. It's not connecting with your brain reality.
Right.
High school was just a few years ago.
Yeah. And it's 40 years ago or something, All right.
Well, you'll have to send me photos of the new baby.
I will.
What's the baby's name?
I will post James. A classic.
Baby James.
Baby James. Sweet baby James. All right. So today we're diving into DHEA.
Yes, I'm excited. I can't wait to find out what you've learned.
I am disturbed.
Oh, no.
I have quit taking DHEA as of this research.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, no. I'm not taking it right now, but but it was part of my regime.
Well, I just had mine upped, and now I'm like, I cut it out. I cut it out.
Hell?
So
okay.
I know,
scoop.
and I'm not even. I'm gonna have a talk with my practitioner about why it was upped because I've cut it. I'm cutting it out, and I really think that this breakout that I've been having on my face, because I've been doing so well, and then I upped my DHEA, and I'm fucking breaking out again, and I read this, and I'm like, okay, no. I'm pretty sure.
We're going to have to dive in because obviously
I think
most
it's the DHEA.
doctors and even my function medicine doctors think that it's valuable.
Yes.
So,
but according to the Mayo Clinic, that is not proven. Ooh. So, you know what? I did the best research I could, and from what I'm reading, a lot of things were like not proven.
Oh.
So,
but our bodies do make it on our own.
Yes, we do.
And it decreases as we get older.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it does. That is all correct. I feel like I'm going to skip around a little bit, but I'm going to do my best.
I'm going to try not to ask too many questions and let you just go.
Yeah. So, well, ask questions. I like it.
Hey, you're not wearing your headphones.
No, I'm not. Should I put them on?
No,
I didn't want to mess
just
up my
realized.
hair. Okay, I didn't want to mess up my hair.
One of us is not like the
Do I
other.
sound good though?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I think.
So I practiced this. Dehydroepiandrosterone. Androsterone. Anyway,
DHEA.
it's a steroid hormone made mainly in the outer layers of the adrenal glands, and smaller amounts are made in your ovaries, testes if you have them, and even the brain, right? It's a precursor hormone. We knew that. It doesn't really work on its own, but it does other things because it converts into other hormones. So we kind of knew that, right?
Right.
It's helping us convert
Other
into
things.
testosterone and estrogen, which we need. The conversion pathway goes something like cholesterol, pregnenolone, which is next week.
Ooh, you said that so nicely.
I've been thinking a lot about pregnenolone.
Pregnenolone.
Yeah. Then and DHEA, which my DHEA is coupled with pregnenolone. And so now I'm like, ooh, no, I'm not going to have that. But anyway, then it moves into stenediol, and then testosterone estradiol.
Okay.
So whatever, that doesn't matter. So you understand it's converting. That's the most important thing, right?
Yes.
And DHEA supplies roughly 75% of a woman's estrogen before menopause. And it really matters after menopause, which is why it can be valuable,
That's
right?
why people are prescribing it with
Yes.
the HRT.
Yes, exactly. That's why it's really important. But I'm sitting here reading that you don't take it with estrogen. So I'm just like, why am I taking it at the same time as my estrogen?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I need to talk to someone about that, which stay tuned. I'm going to. So it circulates in the blood, mostly bound to sulfur. So it's called DHEA-S. So DHEA sulfate. So that's what they're measuring when they do a blood test.
Okay.
They're measuring it floating around in your blood.
Right.
Right. That's how the levels are. And we'll talk more about the testing, but there's not like an optimal level apparently. So
they're testing, but they don't know what level you should be at.
Right. Exactly. So it's just fucking throwing darts and guessing, and then they're looking at your other levels and going, well, maybe we should up that DHEA and then it'll help your estrogen and everything. So, okay. So let's talk about the history for a second. It was isolated from human urine in 1934 and then pretty much discovered as the sulfate form, the thing floating around in your blood with the S on the end, 10 years later in 1944. In the 80s then, people were like, this is it. This is longevity. This is the fountain of youth. It was marketed like that, but there was nothing really backing it. And then the FDA looked into it and they were like, sorry, no. They banned over-the-counter DHEA in 1985, specifically because there wasn't enough safety and efficacy evidence.
Okay.
So it was reapproved in 1994. And now what I read was that it's sold without a prescription, but I have a prescription for it. Don't you? Is it prescribed to you?
No, it was prescribed to me, but then I think I could just get it on Amazon.
Yeah. Okay. Well, be careful.
Go ahead.
Because from what I've read, quality control and dosing consistency across brands
that's everything.
Is not great.
Yeah, that's the story of everything.
Are we just getting annoyed by
yes.
everything? I am.
I was thinking about it today. I'm like, all these supplements and just make the food better.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
Because our ancestors weren't thinking about all this shit.
Well, they also only lived, if they lived to 50, that was
true.
Women were like worn out and had like 8 babies and didn't have birth control and shit. Okay. So, current expert consensus as of 2023 and an academic review then treats DHEA as a genuine research area for longevity and brain health. Okay. So this is being studied for that.
Okay.
But, it's recreational misuse is one of the things that they say because healthy people, it's classified as a supplement more than a drug in many countries. So it can be overdone in your body and we don't want that, right? Okay. So because that presents its own problems. Case in point, my acne, I think. So the Mayo Clinic, their current official guideline is that they say avoid it. They consider it something to avoid. I know. I went and
Why
really
haven't
looked
we
at
really
this.
heard that? That's crazy.
I don't know. And keep in mind, we're not doctors. I'm going to put what I can in the show notes. Look it up though.
Do you have when did the Mayo Clinic say that? Like when did that come out? Or
I don't have the date right here, but I can look it up. So anyway.
Just out of curiosity, because nobody's
it's current
talking about
on
it.
their website, right?
Yeah.
So they say for general supplementation, it can be helpful for like your mood, for vaginal atrophy, but there's not enough evidence for anti-aging claims and real side effect risk. So that's on mayoclinic.org if you want to look it up. So
it was in 2006.
2006?
Yeah.
God, that seems fucking old.
That was their landmark 2-year clinical study they conducted alongside other institutions in 2006.
Well, that's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sorry. Maybe.
No, I mean, that's what's frustrating is it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But we had, whatever.
Well, some of the good things about it. So it is, of course, the precursor to hormones, as we said. Are you sitting here researching DHEA now?
No, I'm just going to say, do they still believe that?
Oh, do they?
I'm about to find out.
She's asking her AI assistant here.
My best friend.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, they maintain the routine of DHEA supplements is doubtful and generally not recommended.
Generally not recommended. Well, the good things about it, it can decrease inflammation. Of course, it is helping you make hormones, both testosterone, estrogen.
Right.
And it can improve your insulin sensitivity. We like that.
That is good.
It can improve memory and brain function. It can improve libido and sexual function. We like that. Mm-hmm. It can improve red blood cell production, regulate your menstrual cycles, and help with your bone metabolism and osteoporosis. So that's good, right?
Those are good things.
Now, if you have too much, though, things can go haywire, including PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Yeah. We don't want that, right? That's the most common disorder of hormones in women of reproductive age. So that might not be us. So, right. We don't want that.
I'm not reproducing anymore.
No. Other things, oh no, that's PCOS. Okay. So also medications there are some medications that can increase the levels of DHEA in your blood.
Oh.
One of those is vitamin D3.
Which everyone's, women of our age.
So that's increasing your DHEA. So maybe that's good. Maybe that's good, right? If you're taking your D. The other ones.
Are you getting your vitamin D?
The other ones I could read you, but they're a mouthful. And so I would say look it up. I don't recognize any of the other ones. Vitamin D3 was the biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we're all taking because our doctors tell us that that's
what
we need.
So vitamin D is going to help natural hormones, I've read across the board, including testosterone. But if you're producing more DHEA with it, that's what's going to convert into hormones. So that's good. Take your vitamin D. Okay. So I want to point out, where is it, that DHEA is classified as an anabolic steroid. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
You said it at the beginning, but I did not know that.
Meaning it is prohibited for athletes. So when it's tested...
Oh, they're not allowed to have it. Because it
and I
improves
wonder,
performance enhancement, then I want it.
Right. It can, that's one of the things that, like, elevated, it can make your voice slower, it can make you grow hair, and it can define your muscles. So it's all those things. Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
So it's classified as a steroid that is performance enhancing, so that can be good, but how do they tell? Like, how do they tell if you're taking it? Because if you just have elevated levels, what if you have naturally big DHEA?
Big DHEA energy.
Big DHEA energy, yes. So people are using it to get better physical performance, and also they're believing in it as anti-aging and using to treat depression and symptoms of menopause, right? So the research that's being done, and again, I just want to say this because it's written in my notes right here, but a synthetic version is available as tablet, capsule, powder, topical cream, and gel. So you got all the options. Yes. So in theory, it should slow the aging process, right? It's being researched still for aging, but research hasn't proven this to be true. More studies are needed to better understand whether DHEA supplementation can counteract some effects of aging. But a small study does suggest that taking DHEA supplements might improve skin hydration and firmness and reduce age spots in older adults. We like that.
Yeah.
We like that a lot. It also can be helpful in treating depression. It can be mood elevating until you take too much and then you're stressed out. So, Osteoporosis. Studies have found the effects of DHEA supplementation in the treatment of osteoporosis. Those have been a little bit mixed. More research is needed. Vaginal atrophy.
This has been around. When did they find it in the urine? Like, this is why I don't understand.
Because they don't study shit on women, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Vaginal atrophy can help improve vaginal dryness in postmenopausal women when treatment is given, like, on your vagina.
Well, I told you
Yes, you did.
My friend said she takes, now I assumed it was a pill. I thought she said she takes DHEA about 15 minutes before she wants to have sex, and she's very juicy.
Did she use that word?
I think I used that word.
Okay.
I'm not sure the word that she used, but that was the intention.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Research on the effects of DHEA on muscle strength and physical performance have been mixed results. It's had mixed results, but most studies indicate DHEA supplementation has no effect on muscle strength in younger or older adults. And then, of course, the NCAA has banned DHEA among athletes.
Which then makes me think that it does have that effect.
Yeah.
Because it's being banned. So obviously it's giving them an advantage.
Isn't that
but
wild?
I don't need anything else in my system that creates hair in weird places. Like,
yeah.
I'm already dealing with that.
Me too. My chin is like a whole thing.
I've got little ones right here.
Yeah, I get those too.
Thankfully, my magnifying mirror finds them. But
same.
But isn't it interesting? Just like
right there.
Yeah.
On the corners of our mouth.
Yeah.
Yep. You're not alone.
What if I just it's like, is that a Fu
Manchu? What if you just let them grow out?
Yeah.
I mean,
it could be.
Are they red? Are yours red?
No, they're black. Isn't that bizarre?
Wow, that sucks.
I know.
What the
But
hell?
thankfully, because I can see them.
Yeah, thankfully,
if they were like a light red, they might hide.
Oh, all right. So back to DHEA. So possible interactions include estrogen. It says don't take DHEA with estrogen, which I'm like, that's precisely
exactly
what I've been fucking doing.
Yeah.
So I'm stopping. It might cause symptoms of excess estrogen, such as nausea, headache, insomnia. I'm taking these before bed and I'm having trouble sleeping. So I'm like, motherfucker.
Wait, are you taking all of your hormones before bed?
No, testosterone's in the morning.
But progesterone, estradiol, and DHEA.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
Oh, it's such a that's something that is. I'll probably do an episode on that because the things you have to think about. I used to take all the pills in the morning, boom, all at once, and then come to find out some need to be on an empty stomach, some can't be with this, some need vitamin C, some you do at night, and then you just go fuck it.
It's really, this has irritated me.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't wait for you to go back and speak to your.
I know. I feel
provider.
I may send an email.
Oh,
I may send an email. Yeah, I may message
send
them.
an email.
It might, if you're on SSRIs or anything for antidepressant, use of DHEA with certain antidepressants may cause manic symptoms.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck, right? Don't use DHEA with testosterone. Combining DHEA and testosterone might cause symptoms such as, low sperm count. We don't get
Fu Manchu.
Typically male characteristics in women. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it can elongate your vocal cords.
Ooh.
Okay. And then don't use it with the sedative triazolam. I don't know what that is. So anyway, like you said, it peaks like when we're in our 20s or whatever, and then declines steadily through your life. And so there is actually an age-related decline of it called adrenopause.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
Isn't that interesting?
Adrenopause.
Yeah. By age 70, it's like really, really low. So I'm guessing you do need to supplement.
My
but
mom
I'm just so
was
confused.
put on DHEA along with estradiol to testosterone.
I wonder if she's taking them together. So I need to do a little supplemental research on this and find out like time of day that it is recommended.
But it sounds like it's not even recommended anymore. We need to write some emails.
Yeah. So high circulating DHEA is considered a possible marker of human longevity, right?
Okay.
We like that. It is considered a possible marker. That's important to remember.
Yeah.
Right. It drops in cases of adrenal insufficiency, which makes me wonder about like my thyroid and things like that, right? And it can drop if you're under acute stress or anorexic.
Just a little cute stress.
Right.
So cute.
My Aura Ring is monitoring my stress levels.
Oh, which is it's monitoring your cortisol?
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's heart rate based or what. How could it figure out my cortisol?
I don't know.
So, and then it'll have this thing during the day, and often it's accurate, but then sometimes it'll be like a stress spike, and I literally have no clue. I'm like, what was I doing right then? Yesterday I had one, and sometimes it'll even be during sex, and I'm like, I'm not stressed out.
Well, that makes sense though. Your adrenaline goes.
I guess so. Your heart rate's all over the place.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to be able to determine that that's not I don't think it's a stressful situation for me. So
Your body's in stress. Maybe it is
pleasurable. It
but
can be strenuous.
Yeah, there's a lot of exercising.
Oh my gosh.
Happening in the bedroom.
Yeah. So anyway,
does it happen when you're working out?
Yes.
See, I think that's the same.
That must be.
Yeah.
Must be. So DHEA and cortisol, though, have a weird relationship. Yes. It has anti-cortisol effects. So it can dial down cortisol's activity in the body.
Good.
But also too much can make you stressed out. So
I think that's the case with a lot of the medications and supplements that we take. It's finding the exact right dosage and then making sure that your body is continuing to metabolize it in the same way. I almost feel like, forget the Aura Rings, like take my blood every day. Like,
I know.
Give me if we could just do a pinprick every day to see where are my hormone levels today. What's the, Yeah. Because I feel like my body is constantly changing. And so what I'm taking right now might not be, that was for 6 months ago, Whitney.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Anyway.
Especially where we're at.
Yeah.
You're a little further along this menopause path than I am. And we are just guessing that the algae experiment that I did when I went off everything threw me into menopause. Maybe it was going to happen anyway. We don't know, like it might have been.
Well, that's when it started for me at 50. Like that's when my period started going away.
I don't know. Okay.
But let's blame algae.
I mean, we don't know, right? You can also test DHEA in your saliva, apparently.
Oh.
So that can capture a daily rhythm. And so I don't know. Everly Well talks about this. So I'm wondering if you can, maybe instead of pinpricking, you could test
But I want the whole shebang. Not just the DHEA. I want to know.
You want a lab in your house.
Yeah,
every day.
I mean, I'm probably would be one of those people, like if I had the money, like Brian Johnson. I would love to have my markers constantly measured. And I do. I get a lot of blood work done.
I don't know if that's healthy, though.
It's a little obsessive.
It's obsessive.
Yeah.
Like, I think he might,
Well, you heard he's got
an autoimmune disorder.
Which I just think is and thankfully, I'm so glad he came out with the information because a lot of people in his position might try to hide it since he's so gung-ho on optimum health or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, Brian Johnson, who's the bigwig multi-millionaire Mormon guy that studies himself and says he's the most studied man in the world. His whole thing is don't die. And he's been diagnosed with a rare autoimmune disease where his stomach eats itself, which is very interesting. So he shared that on his socials and he's going to study it, which is great.
Yeah, I'm glad he came out about that too.
Yeah, but it just goes to show you some things. I mean, genetics are going to come into play and what you did prior. I mean, you can live clean.
Stress, relationships. Like, he's, not really doing all the relationship stuff that you've been talking about.
I don't know. I mean, he does have a relationship with his kid. They're swapping blood and DNA or whatever.
Yeah.
I think he has a girlfriend, but Yeah, I don't want a life where I go to bed at 7:30 p.m. I don't care how many,
It's a little
erections he's
disordered.
getting at night.
I
If
don't
you're
either.
not using them,
I don't care either.
who cares?
Like, who cares about it?
Yeah.
I know too much about his boners. Ugh, I don't want to know anymore. Low DHEA symptoms. Let's back to DHEA.
Yeah.
Fatigue, low libido, reduced bone density. It can be seen with diabetes, dementia, lupus, chronic fatigue syndrome, but those are associations, not proof that low DHEA causes them. Acute stress raises your DHEA temporarily, peaking near the end of a stressful episode, then returns to baseline, but chronic ongoing stress suppresses DHEA over time. So if you're under chronic stress, you definitely need to supplement it or just actually get out of chronic stress.
yeah,
right?
go work, go on a run, or
Do something, or
sit in
get
a
out of
sauna.
the situation, whatever it is. So anyway, that's super interesting too. So the fact that Mayo Clinic says avoid it is wild to me. And so I personally am going to cut it out for a little while and see what happens. So
I'm not taking it anymore. I
Really?
stopped. Yeah, I stopped, but I don't know if that made a difference on anything. I still,
interesting.
yeah. And that was just because I couldn't remember why I was taking it, and I just thought,
Okay. Maybe you did mention that.
Yeah.
That rings a bell. Okay, so evidence is decent that vaginal DHEA, so I would say topical, right, helps, right? We like that.
In the moment,
especially
in
for
the magical
postmenopausal women. Can be possibly helping for depression too. Evidence is weak or mixed on anti-aging claims. Muscle strength and physical performance. Studies have shown no effect, but it's still flagged as a performance-enhancing drug. And evidence is mixed on osteoporosis treatment. So, as I said, it is banned by World Anti-Doping Agency and NCAA as performance-enhancing anabolic steroid. So that's very interesting. Safety flags, as I said, don't combine with estrogen or testosterone.
which is exactly what we're all doing.
Avoid with certain antidepressants because it could cause mania. That sucks. And avoid if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. And if you have any hormone-sensitive cancers, use caution with high cholesterol or heart disease. It may lower good cholesterol, HDL. Side effects, oily skin, acne, unwanted hair growth, and DHEA use may also worsen mood disorders and raise mania risk, right? If you have any mood issues, which I don't know, I might. So that's pretty much it. But it does say stress management practices like yoga and meditation, mindfulness-based stress reduction can help your natural DHEA, right? And then also eat more fiber, have less sugar.
All the typical things. Sleep.
Things we know to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That's my report on DHEA.
All right.
everyone.
Thank you. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be something we all
I
wanted.
am shocked.
Yeah.
I was like the further I went, the more I was like, what is happening here?
Honestly, the more we do this show, the more I start to come to the conclusion that maybe we're doing it all wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe the stress of all these pills and the supplements and the timing and the schedules is doing more harm than good. And let your body naturally do what it knows to do. Because I was just reading something recently about how eventually you go back, like, because, we've got brain fog and, bone issues and skin issues and all that. And that's why we're putting all these hormones back into our bodies. But eventually it evens out. Like my mom at 60 and 70 is very on top of it and sharp. She's not, now granted, more recently, she's losing some words, but I'm losing words.
Yeah, me too.
Me
too.
So kind of leaning towards just getting a garden in my backyard or something.
Really, for real, the more we could get off screens, like it's almost like if we put all our screens away and just live life, what might happen? We might sleep better, and as a result, we're eating better.
Well,
and
you're
as a
going to
result,
start doing
we're producing hormones.
You're going to start diversify. You're going to put more time and energy into those 4 pillars that I talk about.
Yes.
In my series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
yeah. I definitely think that technology has messed us up in many ways. Anyway,
on that
all
note,
right.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening.
I mean, I've got 2 screens that I'm staring at right here.
And and whoever's watching, you're staring at a screen or you're using your phone.
I don't know if we can escape.
Plus and minuses to it. I think it's, we just have to it's awareness.
Yeah, it is. It's awareness. So thank you for watching.
Yes.
Email us at anythingbutmidpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Follow the show. Follow us on Instagram and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for being here. And remember,
we do what we want.